After making this YouTube 3x3 video, I think I've realized I need to make some serious changes on my channel. I talk so much about the importance of genuinity and telling the truth and just making whatever because the fact it is whatever is the point. And I think about my own content and the fact that I have done this for quite some time, but at the same time, I haven't released a lot of things. I've complained about wanting to release a lot of things because I assume my audience will dwindle as a result of having released it. But what does that really mean? Why does that matter? I always justify this decision with, well, if I grow more, then it'll lead to more people seeing my weird stuff, more people able to get into my weird stuff. But really, when you analyze that idea in practice, it's kind of bullshit, because growth, if you continue seeking growth, is going to lead to your channel not being what it was that you wanted it to be in the first place. It's going to be making videos applicable to clickbait. It's going to be making videos that are clickbait just straight up to get more views, and that is not the stated goal of this channel. The stated goal of this channel is to be as genuine and after dark and weird and true as possible. And the only way to do that is to go against every single paradigm that YouTube has in place. It's to release 3 videos a day, no matter how much your views dwindle. You know, it's to keep releasing weirder and weirder stuff. It doesn't matter how embarrassed you are of it. It doesn't matter how weird you think the opinion is, or how the opinion will even be taken. The fact that you might be taken the shit out of by a few commenters is emblematic of the fact that the truth is there. And I need to stop. I need to stop thinking about this growth mindset of, I'm only going to release what I find to be the most suitable. I'm only going to release what I find to be the most applicable to a broad audience, or rather, what will get me a broader audience. What might not make me look too good if I had a broader audience will have to go. This type of stuff, it needs to stop. Like, I released this writing and authenticity vlog, and then like a few hours later, or maybe it was the next morning, I privated it because I thought it was too genuine. I was saying too many things in it that were emotionally charged. The opinions of that video didn't necessarily reflect the entirety of my opinion, but I was feeling that opinion at the time, and therefore I said those words because that was how I felt. And that's important. It doesn't matter if it's completely true. It doesn't matter if I change my opinion later on due to feeling differently. What matters is that I felt it when I recorded it. And that feeling, that implication that what I was saying was genuine in the moment. It doesn't matter how much logical scrutiny it holds up to. It doesn't matter how many commenters can take the piss out of me. What matters is that an emotional connection can be made between people who feel the same way or don't even feel that way at all. That because they see it's true, they click on it and they feel it and they know it. Doesn't matter if that's 50 people. I would much rather have 50 people watching my videos who care about them and who want to see them, who know about the lore, who know about who it is that they're listening to, than have 200 people who don't know anything about my content and just came because they saw a flashy thumbnail and they like flashy thumbnails. If you are one of those people, click the unsubscribe button right now. I'm done placating to this. I'm done conceding to all of these ideas of what YouTube should be, because everyone I love on YouTube, almost all of them, have been in active rebellion against those paradigms and have sought to create their own. Sometimes those paradigms are marketable, but most of the time they are definitely not. And I want to be one of those people because I know that's who I am. And because I know that's who I am, that's who I have to be. Because if I didn't do that, I would be someone else. If I were someone else, then what's the point of this channel? Most people who watch my videos, their favorite videos of mine are videos where I'm going on an unhinged rant, where I'm talking about subjects that are extremely personal, that I may not even completely agree with at this point, but if I didn't click upload on that video because I thought I was a little bit too fringe, or I thought I was a little bit too weird, then those people wouldn't have made that connection. And ultimately, that connection is what matters, because every single video I make is gonna be for somebody. Even if I don't like it, it's gonna be for somebody. And the fact that that it exists is a reason for it to exist, because there's always going to be at least one person who likes it. I knew a guy some time ago who liked this random failure of a video, I thought, and I posted on my Outlaws Executioner channel, which most people don't even know about. I think most of those videos are actually private at this point. I should re-upload them. But he said, a failed experiment is my favorite video of yours, or one of my favorites, and I really love it. And I was like, huh? What are you saying, bro? Like, the reason I posted it on Outlaws Executioner was because I thought it was so bad it shouldn't even go on the second channel. But that person, without having access to that channel, may not have even seen what they believe to be one of their favorite videos from me. And so it is my job, it is an imperative that I continue creating as genuine videos as possible, even if I believe that they're bad, even if I personally do not like them. It is my service to you, the audience, to create videos that I think you're going to enjoy for the fact that they tell the truth. If I just create videos because I think you'll like them, if I try to manufacture and craft myself into this bubble, it does not work, because it's not true anymore if I do that. A lot of my favorite videos from my favorite creators are videos they do not like. Oftentimes, they dislike them so much that they delete them from the internet. You have to find Reddit archives and all these weird deep web-esque places just to watch them. But I put in that effort because it made an emotional connection to me. And my videos, I may not think that a lot of them are good or even great, etc. I may think a lot of them are mediocre. In fact, that is what I think. But the comments are emblematic of the fact that people connected with them, that people liked what they were. And that's enough. As long as I'm telling the truth, as long as I'm saying something that means something to someone else for the fact that it is true, then that means that I am doing my job. My YouTube channel isn't just for me. It isn't just for me to go off the cuff and put all my ideas out there for me to feel better afterwards, or for me to even necessarily make content that I would enjoy. That is one stated goal, but I believe that the goal that's all the more important is continuing to make this real, to continue being someone who is watched for the fact that they are real. I was in a call with No Thank You recently, and he told me one of his favorite videos of mine was Misanthropy. He said that it was genuinely one of the saddest videos he had ever watched, and that's why he liked it, because at that time I was just walking around the streets of Las Vegas, bordering on homelessness, becoming homeless at a certain point, and I was just talking about the issue of not being understood by other people, of being ganged up on by other people in relationships, and not really knowing how to act, not really knowing how to be with other people. And the way I spoke, the way I said the things in those videos, you could tell I was really sad, but I was able to speak them nonetheless, and in a way that connected to people. The fact that you saw the cars going by on the street on this low-quality camera, that I was just kind of mumbling into the microphone about a deeply personal subject to me, was enough for people to connect, to relate. That's what I need to be doing, even if I don't like it at first. There's a lot of videos of mine I posted that I didn't like when I posted them, and then when I come back a few months later, I do like them. Opinions are transient. What my own view of my art, quote-unquote, is always going to be changing. But that doesn't mean it shouldn't exist. That doesn't mean it should be privated, because all of my favorite videos, all my favorite creators, rather, have done the same thing. And that is a problem, because I connected with those people. And sure, maybe I'll lose a few subscribers for uploading a bit more. Maybe I'll lose a few subscribers for being a bit more genuine and after dark, quote-unquote. But that's okay, because those people weren't really there for the lore. They weren't really there for what it is that makes this channel what it's supposed to be, what my goal with this channel is. They were there because they saw a few videos that they were interested in. The way that I always justified not going full After Dark, not going fully insane with this channel, is that I've always said that it would be too weird. It would get away the people who might want to see some of my more specific videos, who are only here for the written stuff, and if they unsubscribe, then they're not going to see videos that mean something to them. But I believe that for all those people who unsubscribe because they wanted a specific thing, the people who subscribed because they want stuff like this, or just something else, are going to be a lot more satisfied with the content. The people who connect with that content are going to connect more and they're going to be happier. And that's ultimately what I'm chasing. That's what ultimately matters to me. So, cheers to the new arc of Infinite Outlaw or Star or whatever the hell I've rebranded myself to this time. And cheers to telling the truth and being weird.